So when the hands first came out and I saw the set from Dragons of Legend, I thought to myself, okay, right, the best card in that set is Soul Charge. That's kind of, that's not surprising. It is the best card right now. I think a lot of the time it can be overrated, but it's a strong card, it's very powerful. Generally, if you manage to rip like a 3,000-4,000 point Soul Charge, you probably won the duel. So when the other cards came out that I saw would be like Curry Bandit, I thought Curry Bandit is definitely like probably the second best card in the set. I didn't think too much about Mathematician, and I didn't really like see the hands as too special at the time. Curry Bandit I thought was going to be some kind of like absolute insane card for Dragons that would just completely make us go back to September 2013. I thought Dragons would be that good. And directly after Dragons Legend came out, we had the ARG Richmond, and that proved my theory that Dragons were now the best deck. Soon after, probably the most major event after that was the UK Nationals, and there was literally one or two Dragons in the top 32, which was surprising. Actually, Mermails won the UK National. That got me thinking, alright, so I guess Soul Charge, Curry Bandit, Dragons all in the one deck, probably not as insane as we expected them to be. Now, other cards like Fire and Ice Hand, they looked cool. I mean, they looked really strong, and I did think they were good cards, definitely. I saw them as side deck options, though. I didn't think to myself that people would like create like this whole deck around them. And in all fairness, people don't really make a deck based around the Fire and Ice Hand. It's just a deck with those things thrown in. I can't think of a single deck really that can not run Fire and Ice Hand. If your deck is like Chain Beat, Anti-Meta, Main Deck, Macro, D-Fisher, sure, you probably don't want to run Fire and Ice Hand. In general, every single good deck today can run Fire and Ice Hand. Okay, so people give a lot of stick to people who say things like, oh, why are you complaining about Fire and Ice Hand? You're an idiot if you attack into them, they're so easy to get around. Now, this is true. If it's your turn, you can get rid of them with things like Black Ship. You can use some of your abilities, I don't know, if you like using spellbooks, you can Fate, you can just, some archetypes have general ways of non-destruction removal. There's also, like I said, like the Rag 4s, you've got your Black Ship, you've got your Dweller. The thing is, the Fire and Ice Hand are strongest in my opinion when your opponent's going on the offensive. Yeah, they're quite easy to get rid of on their turn. However, on your turn, it's kind of difficult. Your opponent could just start crashing your guys. This is where I think the hands are the most strongest. They just start crashing into your guys, losing a couple hundred life points, and they've wiped your board. Now, okay, you can special summon into defense or just set your cards and stuff, but I mean, it just goes to show you how strong these cards are that you need to completely shut down your attack just so you can get around these hands, because just hitting one is going to bring out another and then another and then another. I don't think they're broken, don't get me wrong, these cards are really, really, really powerful, but they're not broken. The issue here is I didn't think that they would impact the meta as much as they did. These cards are definitely meta. These cards are what create a top tier deck. You can make any deck you can think of and you can make it really good and really powerful just because of the hand engine. I mean, I went to my locals recently and I managed to go X1 and I was playing Spirits and the deck was just surprisingly good because it had hands. I mean, I didn't like top because, well, tiebreakers, but in general, like, I mean, I've made a few misplays. I feel like that I should have won the game I lost. I just was a bad player. I wasn't the deck. The thing is, you can make any deck. This is just one example. I feel like any deck can do really well just because it has hands in it. People are like, I've never even seen these cards before, and then suddenly you're winning the match out of nowhere, and it's like, well, damn, why, how did I lose? Well, it was the hands that won the game. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that the hands aren't broken, they're really strong. Now, what does Konami do about these hands? If they ban them, I think that is way too, like, over the top. If they semi-limit them, that doesn't really do much, because in general, a lot of decks actually only really use 2 of each. So semi-limiting the hands won't do anything, so they might as well have not touched them. Limiting them will just make them kind of useless. If you draw into more than one hand, then, you know, what's like your hand, it's just dead in your hand. Haha, pun. Well, I mean, let me know what you think. Are the hands overpowered? Are they broken? Are they overrated? Are they really powerful? Do you enjoy seeing the hands in the meta and being able to throw them into any deck? Comment, like, subscribe, etc.